This round, my comment is slow down and think. One of the things I recommend for people who have the red eye syndrome or the hot sauce syndrome, I want you to back up instead of moving forward. You get a kill, you back up. Get a kill, you back up. You watch TENZ, for example, I'm going to call it crap. It is crap. Okay. When he's playing on stream, he's playing for content. When he's playing in an actual match, watch the difference in how he plays. He plays for his team. He knows this. He's mindful about this stuff. But he knows that he's got 10,000 people watching and they want to see some cracked ass. That's great. It's entertaining. It's fun to watch. But it's not a proper way to play the game. Hello, my name is Worthy, a professional Valorant coach. If you're looking to climb the ranks and improve your overall gameplay, you definitely want to leave a like and a sub. And enjoy the video.
My ult's ready.
Okay, what's the number situation right now? 3v2. Okay, this is gonna be the first number situation we're gonna talk about. Whenever you're in a number situation like this, you need to start switching your mentality, because if you give up a frag, you even out the numbers, you even out the percentage chance of them winning this round, especially pre-planned. So this is where you actually need to slow things down a little bit, because you're running an awful risk when you play aggressive here. They are looking for that opportune moment, that one frag that they can get to be able to set themselves up for a chance to win here. So don't give them freebies. This is going to be a consistent issue that you have throughout the entire VOD. So like I said before, there are times you are aggressive, there are times you must go passive. This is a passive moment. Why the jump?
So it's like a pop swing, but with Neon, it's you use her ability and jump with it, or just run to the left and kind of just make them shoot and miss all their shots, and then you just one tap them.
I don't know if this is the best move in a higher rank. I feel like if this is TENZ, you're gone, right? So
yeah, no,
here's
100%.
So here's what I would submit to you. I want you to start pretending that you're always playing against TENZ, or you're always playing against a guy who has an aimbot. If you're not giving yourself a chance to shoot back against a guy who has an aimbot, well, then he's gonna shoot you in the head every single time. It's important for you to do that because your goal is to go pro. So if you're to do this kind of move in a pro environment, I promise you will get punished. Because I want you to start dressing for the job that you want, not the one that you have currently. Okay, whoa, okay. I can see that you are just like itching to go right now. You know why? You know why?
Yes, I do.
I've never seen someone quick switch so much in my life. Like, look at this, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I need you to breathe, okay? I need you to breathe in these moments because, yeah, there's gonna be moments where you have to go a little slower. First thing I'm gonna look at here, once again, look at the number situation. What do we got right now?
5v4.
5v4. Whenever you're in a 5v4 situation, my recommendation is always to attack the extremities. The reason being is you will win on pure attrition. Attrition is just pure numbers. So if we have 5 people over here and they have 4, they're in a weakness. They have a little bit of a weaker situation. They have to spread out a little bit. They got to get information. They're going to play relatively aggressive on you to try to equalize the numbers. So what you can do is, since all of you were spotted or heard over here, they're probably stacking 3 towards this spot. Rotate out, go all the way around, and just attack B at this point. If you all go together through an extremity, the furthest left point or the furthest right point, you will keep the enemy in front of you more often than not. In the worst case scenario, you'll end up trading out deaths and you'll end up winning with one person alive, which is still okay. So just think of it logically like that. Just say, hey, do we go B here, question mark? You can even say right now, there's probably 3 on A, and there probably will be at this point. There's your 3rd one on A. There's probably 2 more on A at this point. The other one's going to be mid in a few seconds. There's one mid on tree or back gen, one of the two. Okay, so see how you didn't calm any of this? You just ran out with utility? Scary.
Yes.
Look at where your teammates are. They're not ready to trade you right away. So they're just watching you go in and they're hoping. You're doing something called Gladiator. We used to do this all the time back in a game called Combat Arms, where we're like, okay, the strat is, we're all gonna sit and spawn. We're gonna have this guy go first and see if he can kill all 5. Not the greatest strat. We did it for fun, right? Who's gonna be the guy who kills everybody, right? They're only now just getting in, and Jet's only up here because she dashed in, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you need to be alert on this stuff. Okay, so this round we're going to talk about site takes as Neon. So I think you do an excellent job using your wall. I think you do an excellent job. It's something that a lot of Neons in lower rank have a hard time doing. By the way, this wall could be used against here. How do I know? Because the wall is just being used right through there. It's going to shoot right through. So once again, I think if you just modify this little thing with your neon tag, you're gonna make your life that much more easier, because you can literally just put this thing right across here and just path right into the side and then pop right out on them with relay. The one thing that I feel you need to do more of, and we've talked about it, calm your relay bolts and calm where you're throwing them. An easy way of doing this for relay bolts, if you need an understanding of where to throw them and put them out. So let's say that you do this wall. What are the common areas that you need to worry about in terms of fights that you're going to end up seeing? Where's your most likely fight if you're going to path this way?
It's likely close right to the box.
Okay, so that one you can take care of because you're going to clear it hard.
Yeah.
So not so much worried about that one. Is there any other ones that we need to worry about? There's 2 on this particular peak if you ran down this pathing.
I guess near hell, they could be in hell or behind those boxes right there. That's right in front of my lane.
I'm not worried about hell because you have your firewall up right now. So let me rephrase this so that you're fully clear. When you come through here, you throw your firewall and you start pathing this direction to take site control and take space. What are the fights that are most common for you that you're going to see? This one you talked about, maybe this one, and then this one peeking out on you. They're going to swing out on this wall and try to like peek down this area. That will happen. So those are the 3 most common ones that you need to worry about, because this one here doesn't happen because the wall's covering you. This one here doesn't happen because the wall's covering you. That will be a later situation to deal with. So what you need to do is you pop this wall, you need to immediately throw a relay bolt on the spot that you don't want to be fighting. So I would say bounce it off here, and then it should end up bouncing right to here if you do it right. And that's going to cover the gen angle and it'll cover here. So that way, when you go into the site, you directly crosshair place the one threat that you're worried about, which is that right side. And that will give you time to now move up to here. And you can throw another relay bolt if you wanted to. And then you take the site at that point. So the way that you end up pathing on this particular fight is you go in with the wall and you start running here, and then you end up sliding out to this spot. And I think you end up finding a Viper, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Viper was gen.
Yeah. The issue is that Viper's an idiot, because Viper should never be here. And you didn't apply any pressure at all to force her to be in this open position. If it was anyone else, she would be here, she would peek out on you, and you would be headshotted and done. But because we're playing in plat, and because she's bad, she's over here. So what you need to do is force her out to be in this position, or force her out to be in this position. The way you do that is you toss your relay bolt in to eliminate the threat angles that you're worried about the most. This one here is a high threat angle if she's playing behind it. So let's watch how you do this. Okay, that never happens. That shouldn't happen. If you catch them out, that's bad on them, not good on you, because you need to force them out in that spot. You throwing that relay bolt will force them to make a decision to either push up on that gen, which exposes them to this fight, or it pushes them towards the dice area. Okay, number situation. What do we got?
5v3.
Why are you here?
Just to get another pick.
Why?
So that it's just a little... I just try and get more picks so that it's easier for the team.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Statistically, who should win this round?
We should.
Why?
Numbers. Just
exactly.
Numbers.
You don't need to go for any more picks. You don't need to go for any more picks. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile on you. You're giving them an opportunity to make this a 4v3. Statistically, their chances of winning will increase. So you have to look at this. You take the orange and you ask yourself, am I gonna take this orange and squeeze the shit out of it to get all the juice? Is the juice worth the squeeze on here? I would argue, no, it's not. Play your life, play the numbers, let them come to you and feed you the frags. You don't have to overextend in this moment. Now, if the roles were switched and it was a 3v5, I love what you're doing here. I love it, because you need to be aggressive and find those kills. There will be times in this VOD where I'm like, okay, perfect. This is actually a good push. I like it a lot. You're lucky that you're getting the first one. These fights can go very different if KJ's just a little bit closer.